Actually, there has been something. It's on my new project, but I can't talk about it. And I got a really insane feature that like I grew up listening to. My grandmother grew up listening to, and
Really?
yeah. So that's definitely a big highlight moment for me.
I am Julia, and we are doing an Audacy check-in with Bebe Rexha. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I mean, we're so excited to have you because we've been playing the absolute crap out of I'm Good on our stations. We love to hear it. And, it's just been doing so well. Congrats on all the success.
Thank you. I'm like really grateful and like just still shook and shocked.
Yeah, I feel like every day it's something new. Now, number one at Pop and Dance. It's platinum in the US, over 1 billion worldwide, Grammy nom, Brit nom. How are
I
you
know.
taking in each little thing?
Honestly, I know this is gonna sound super sad, but like yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna take myself out to dinner. Like, I just like
That's not
small.
sad.
Oh, really? I was like, because I'm like, some people are like, they hate going out to dinner themselves, and I was like, kind of like some like stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just doing like little things that I love that make me happy.
I feel like that's really empowering. Because
Yeah.
they always say like I'm somebody who goes out to dinner by themselves sometimes because it makes me feel like I can do that. You know what I mean? I can be alone with myself and I can be alone in my thoughts. And if you can be alone and celebrate yourself, I feel like that's huge.
Yeah, enjoy like a nice little meal that you love, have a little drinky.
Even though this song was released 5 months ago, it's actually 5 years old, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I
Um,
think it's been released 5 months ago. That's like so it feels longer. It's crazy.
yeah, well, thanks to TikTok, can you
Right?
kind of tell us the story of how it came to be?
Yeah, I mean, I was in London and I saw somehow that Ghetto was on in London as well. I think I texted him or he was on Instagram or something. I texted him, I was like, hey, I'm in London too. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you up to? And he's like, oh, I'm in the studio writing. And I was like, oh, cool. Can I drop by? So I dropped by the studio. He played me a remix, like a beat that he made off of Blue. And I was like, wow, this is cool. Let's just write to this. Let's just right to it. Like, there was nothing like we weren't like being serious about it. We were just having fun and just, and then wrote it. I mean, and here we are.
Yeah, and then didn't it get picked up on TikTok, like somebody
Yeah.
catching him
So
performing it live?
so we wrote it, and then a week later, I think he was like, just like he really liked it, and he was like, let me just play it at a festival just to see how like people react.
Yeah.
And somebody I think had taken a video and like posted on YouTube or something, and then somebody pulled it from YouTube and put it on TikTok, and that's where it went viral.
That is so wild. And then like,
It was going semi-viral for I was told by fans for like 3-4 years. Like every year it would go up on YouTube and garner like 30 to 40 million views, but then it would get pulled down because it wasn't like it was, from copyright infringement.
yeah,
But it was like kind of happening for a second, like a while.
that's so crazy. Was it your idea to put the positive spin on it? Because that song's typically sad.
I know, right? I don't know. That's what I think makes it like cool. Like that's what I think gives
Yeah.
it that like that different twist of it, because the original song is about being sad and this one's about having, because when you listen to it actually when you listen to it in the way that like with the beat and everything and the chords, it actually makes you feel like you want to go party.
Yeah.
So
No, I always say it's the song that we needed because I feel like it's been years since we've had like
like a
just
good,
this true celebration party song. It gives me the feeling of like Black Eyed Peas, I've got a feeling, or
yes,
like the,
and Getta did that, and Getta's like the king of that. He did
yeah.
that. Like I remember like during COVID he was telling me, he's like, I wish I had a song like I Got a Feeling. He's like, I just feel like, like that's what we're needing right now. And then it's just so crazy that this happened to be the song that like kind of became that feel good anthem for the current times. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
and it's a song that like belongs almost in every positive moment. Like it's that song that people are going to walk out to, like the bridesmaids at the wedding when they're walking
Yep,
into the reception. You've heard it at sports games.
yep,
Like it's
yep.
it's just great. And I think the thing that makes it like even just like this extra chef's kiss is just the 2000s nostalgia.
Right.
So, what has topped this moment in this story with I'm Good for one of the craziest moments in your career? Has there been anything?
I mean, I think with like Meant to Be, I definitely was like, that was also really exciting for me. And then I just feel like any song that's kind of like, oh, actually, there has been something. It's on my new project, but I can't talk about it. And I got a really insane feature that like I grew up listening to. My grandmother grew up listening to, and
Really?
yeah. So that's definitely a big highlight moment for me.
Well, tell me what you can talk to me about the new project. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling like I'm very excited about it just because it feels like a natural growth for me. There are dance elements, but it's mostly pop, and it has a little bit of a 70s vibe to it. And I'm just
Ooh.
yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I've heard you say like it's an artistic move for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm just like kind of like going in the studio and writing like what feels good to me and not trying to like not that we always do this, but sometimes when you're in the studio and you've had success, like you always try to chase that success constantly and try to
Yeah.
chase a hit. And I feel like with this project, there's been songs that like this the main like the main DNA of the project is just writing songs that I love, and that
Oh, I
aren't
love
like
that.
chasing anything. It's just like what feels right.
So there's no like concept to it really then?
Yeah, there is. It's all about change. It's about change and accepting change. And kind of like it's empowering in a sense because a lot of times we want to like judge ourselves, like when we're changing, like whether it's in a relationship or how our feelings change or us changing as people. And I feel like a lot of times we judge ourselves, and it's very empowering in a sense of like, this is who I am, and whether, however I change, like it's just it is what it is. Like I'm human. Like we're bound to change.
Yeah, of course. Well, and compared to maybe your last project that you put out, what is something that you've noticed in this one that you're like, I'm so proud of myself for that growth that I've made?
I feel like I've been able to like write songs that reflects like what I'm going through right now, and I've been able to talk about some like really real things and like stuff that I've never talked about, that like some like things I've been going through. And that is like something that I'm like really excited I'm like not excited to talk about, but like I'm being very honest about like a lot of things that I've never really talked about before.
Is it scary or cathartic?
I don't know, maybe a little both. Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit of both. Yeah.
the two kind of work together. You're always one of those people that I'm excited to see down a red carpet because you're always exciting and memorable. And I want to know from a viewer of these events, from somebody on the other side of the TV, what is something that we might be surprised to know about award shows?
They're really boring, I think. They're really boring because it's like, I don't know. I try to make it more fun. Like I'll have a like before I would like always be like so like like strict with myself, but now I like to
Yeah.
have like, a drink, like a drink or maybe two, and like enjoy and like try to enjoy the night, and like when my peers are there, like try to talk to them if I know somebody, like kind of like catch up, because everybody gets so busy and like gets so caught up in their own careers, but mostly like it's not fun. It's not that fun. They're kind of
Is it
boring.
like a lot of hurry up and waiting?
It's a lot of hurry up and waiting, and then it's like when you go on camera, everybody's like talking to each other or like going to the bathroom, and then like when they're like, we have 10 seconds, and then everybody's like running to their seats, like sweating in your dress, like gotta get down in your seat, make sure your hair looks good, and then you're just like, you know what I
Wait till
mean?
the
It's
camera's
like,
on you. Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's really like it's funny. I went like I like just seeing it in person, it's really funny, like especially with other like celebrities and stuff like that. You're like, this is hilarious.
Yeah. But you're nominated for a Grammy, which is really exciting. Are you
Yeah,
excited
really
about
excited.
that?
Really exciting. My mom is like coming into town. She's flying in. I'm really excited. And she's gonna come with me and she's gonna be
Oh,
my
cute.
yeah, so I'm excited.
Well, BB, thank you so much. Sincerely, congratulations on everything.
Thank
So
you.
excited to see everything new that's new each day with this song. And good luck at the Grammys and everything to come.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
You're
Julie.
welcome. Bye.